Hello and welcome to Ready Bet Action. I am Jen Jones and I'm joined by Eric and Stefan tonight. How you doing?
Doing well. I am so excited for the weekend. We got Super Bowl coming up. We've got our show that we're going to be doing soon. And of course, we've got a ton of soccer picks for you today. Very excited about all the soccer. But in general, I'm doing well.
Oh, good. Eric, how are you?
Agreed. I'm doing great. I'm glad it's Friday. Ready for the Super Bowl weekend. How have we not moved the Super Bowl? Like, we keep moving it back, but no one will move it back to President's Day weekend where we all get a day off after the Super Bowl. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, someone in Congress, if you want to actually do something, like, we don't get political on this show, but if Congress could do anything useful for us, let's move the Super Bowl Sunday to President's Day. And can we fix daylight savings time? I think we can all, on a bipartisan effort, agree on those two things.
In one swoop, just lock them into one goal.
The fact that you think Congress can get anything done at all, Eric, is hilarious.
I know. I'm saying, like, it shouldn't be hard. This is like two easy things that everyone could agree on.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know, there's going to be some rando in Texas that does not agree on it. So
100%.
Maybe
100%.
Florida. Feels like they would rain on the parade a little bit more. Yeah. And so tonight in this episode, we are covering soccer picks exclusively. Stefan's got a big old bunch of them. He's got 13. But before we get there, just want to quick remind you guys, you can find us on X, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and anywhere that you stream like Spotify or Apple. Please, it would mean so much to us if you give us a follow and rate and review. We'd love it. All right, Stefan, this is going to be lengthy. I can feel it.
No, we'll go quick. You know me. I love to go quick. We're going to start off on Saturday at 9:30 Eastern time. We're going to go to the Bundesliga where RB Leipzig is traveling to Augsburg. RB Leipzig is a top 5 team in the Bundesliga. For most of the season, they've been a top 3 or 4 team, but they have lost 3 of their last 4 games. So a bit of a slide, but they did win last week, and they were just a far superior team against a mid-table Augsburg. Give me Leipzig on the money line at -140. They are in great form. Xavi Simons, Openda, and the like will surely get it done. We're going to stick in Germany. Gladbach, they have a very difficult name to say, so I'm not going to try. But they play Darmstadt. They're at home.
No, I feel like if you put them on the show sheet, you got to try the whole thing. I don't feel like you get to cop out.
Mönchengladbach on the money line versus Darmstadt. We're going to take Gladbach to win and over 1.5 goals. These are the 2 worst defenses in 2 of the worst. They're not exactly the worst, but they give up a lot of goals. So we will see a ton in this one. And I think Gladbach's just a much better side overall. So in this early Saturday morning slate, 7:30 for us here in Mountain Time, I will not be watching these, but I will wake up and check them and be happy to see that we cash both of these. We are next going to go to the 10 a.m. Eastern time slot. We will jump into some Premier League, which is, of course, England. We're going to take Luton Town on the money line versus Sheffield United. Luton Town is 4th from bottom, but they play so well at home, and they happen to be going against the worst team in the Prem. We get them at -135. I like that an awful lot. I have another play in this game as well. We're going to take Luton over 1.5 goals. They have scored 2+ in 4 of their last 5. They scored 4 last week and 4 the week before. So 8 goals in the last 2 games against one of the worst teams in all of the Premier League. I think Luton easily go over 1.5 goals in this one. You might ask, why not parlay the 2? Well, because you only get it at +100. So
you
to
coward. All right.
It just wasn't worth it. Like, I'd rather have 2 separate bets that can both hit, and just felt much better because, +100 just wasn't quite worth it. But I'm fine with it if you want to do it. Next game, we're going to go to Tottenham on the money line versus Brighton. Brighton is kind of like a Jekyll and Hyde team right now. Some weeks they look really, really good. Some weeks they look really bad. A lot more bad than good lately. Right now, Tottenham is in great form. Richarlison, who has struggled to score goals his entire time since being like a record signing for Tottenham, he's actually doing great right now. He keeps scoring, and I think Tottenham take care of business at home. Brighton did win the reverse fixture, but Yeah, I really like this. Son is also coming back from the Asian Cup, so he might get to play in the second half. So one cool thing about Richarlison, he was saying how he's really been struggling, just like mental health wise, because of all the pressure that was on him. And he actually started going and seeing like a therapist and sought counseling. And he just like was talking to like ESPN Brazil about that. He's from Brazil, so I thought that was pretty cool. Like, being like, yeah, actually, therapy can help even with
You admit
athletics.
you need help.
Yeah,
It's
so
just so funny. All the ads right now on Sports Channel, on like, you know, the bigger podcasts and sports channels, it's like they advertise these things. It's like called like man therapy. And I'm like, the fact that we have to like call it like you're a man and you can go to therapy for like to get men to talk about their emotions is hilarious to me.
Is it like Twin Peaks where the counselor is wearing like a little bikini?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's the Hooters of therapy. But, you know, baby steps. Baby steps.
The alternative is just to hold it all in and get prostate cancer. It's up to you. It's
yes.
Yeah, we don't.
Also, like in Ted Lasso didn't. Oh God, I'm gonna botch this. Don't bring things up if you don't know what you're referencing. But Ted Lasso, didn't they?
Yeah, they had it's like a shrink come on the show and for a few episodes.
It was for like the Latin football player that was on it. Football.
Oh yeah, she was the best. She's an awesome. I forget her name. I love that character though. I love it. The team psychologist. She's
amazing. But no, when he kicked the ball, why can't I think of his name? He kicked the ball and killed the dog.
Yes, he had the yips. You just don't say the yips.
That's what kicked off everything. Yeah.
That's so good.
That made me think of it because he couldn't play football after that. He was terrified to take a shot. Okay, moving on.
we're almost halfway there. Next, we're going to stay in the Prem, and we've got Wolves at home versus Brentford. We are going to take both teams to score. That's what that BTTS means. And over 2.5 total goals. So basically 2-1 cashes. We don't care who wins. We just want to see the goals. This has happened in each of Brentford's last 6 games. They also have Tony coming back. They're going to be able to put one on the board. I actually think Wolves win this game. I think they are able to score that second goal. They've done this also in 4 of the last 6. So it's also a numbers play. It's not just, this sounds like fun. Next, this one does sound like fun. Wrexham is an absolute machine at home. They do not lose many games, and they usually score a lot of goals. So just like we had 2 bets on one game earlier, I'm doing the same here. I'm going to take Wrexham on the money line versus Bradford. Wrexham have had a bit of a tough stretch recently, but that was partially because of the FA Cup. Now that they're back in League 2 play, I think they take care of business, especially at home. When they are at home, they are devastating. They actually put up at least 2 goals in almost every single game at home. So my second bet in this game is Wrexham over 1.5 goals versus Bradford. So the reason I'm splitting them up is if Wrexham happen to win 1-0, which I think is unlikely, you at least cash one of them. I think it's more likely that they win 2 or 3-1, something like that, in which case you get this one. So I like this a lot. Now we're going to go to the afternoon. Oh, no, I've got one more early game. Sorry. We're going to go to the Asia Cup finals. Do either of you know who was in the Asia Cup finals?
Totally.
Jordan?
Jordan is one of the teams. The other is Qatar, the World Cup.
Bro, doesn't Qatar get to play in CONCACAF too? What's going on?
They just get invited everywhere because they got money.
Yeah.
But all that to say, Jordan has been kind of like a surprise in this tournament. No one really thought they'd get this far. However, they are here. But Qatar has a lot of experience. Again, they were in the World Cup. They have brought in a lot of great talent relative to, what Qatar usually have. But on the money line, you can get them at plus 110. I like that an awful lot. Of course, if this goes into extra time and they win there, you do not win your bet. They have to win in the 90 minutes for this to cash. Okay, now let's go to Saturday afternoon. We've got a good old parlay here. We're going to take Valencia on the double chance versus Las Palmas, and also Atletico Madrid on the double chance versus Sevilla. We get that at minus 111. This just means we need Valencia to not lose, and we need Atletico Madrid to not lose. If that happens, you get just about even money. So I like that at minus 111. Next, we go to Sunday morning, 6:30 for us in the Mountain Time. I will not be watching this game, although I do love Ajax. They're the team from Amsterdam. They are back in form. Brian Broby, their striker, is a phenom. He is fast, and he will be putting some goals against this Hidden Bane team that's just not very good. Ajax started this season off really bad. We've talked about them quite a bit on this show. They've been cashing for us quite a bit lately. I believe they're unbeaten in their last 9 games since getting a new coach. So we like that an awful lot. And that's on Sunday morning at 6:30. Then I've got 2 more plays for y'all. I'm almost done. We're going to go to Sunday, the big game. We got a London derby here. We got West Ham hosting Arsenal. I'm going to take Arsenal on the money line and over 1.5 goals. So again, we just need 2 goals plus in this game and Arsenal to win. We get this at minus 135. In Arsenal's 14 win. Sorry, Arsenal has 14 wins this season. 11 of those they've scored multiple goals. So
why is it Derby and not Derby?
Because I'm fancy, Eric.
He's European.
I know. It's okay. You're supposed to say Derby. I just don't. Every time I see it, it throws me off. There's not an A in that word to all of our British friends. There's no
but
A.
Derby, Derby County is the sheep team that we talked about a couple weeks ago. And it's Derby, but Derby, same thing. West Ham have not won a game since December 28th. It's been a while. That happened to be against Arsenal. Arsenal, I think, is still a bit upset about that. I know I am. I think they look to get some revenge here. So I think this one goes 3-1, honestly, but I just want to play it a little bit safer, get that over 2. And if for some reason it's a 3-2 game or a 2-1 game, we still cash it. Finally, and probably the best just kind of game on the slate from just the names. We've got Bologna versus Lecce. So we've got like nice meat versus milk. It's a nice afternoon game. It's perfect for a Sunday. I'm going to take Bologna on the money line versus Lecce. Bologna, one of the best teams in Serie A, at home, going against one of the worst road teams. This one feels great. Joshua Zirkzee, the Dutch striker, has been phenomenal for Bologna. Had 2 goals again last week. I expect him to put one in, but that's at like minus 110. Not much value there. So we're just going to take him to win. Those are my 13 picks. 13 picks in 12 and a half minutes. Most podcasts don't even get to their picks before 12 minutes.
It's true. I do think your last pick is absolute baloney, though.
Yes, it is.
Boom.
Let's see what happens. Huh? That's that.
Well,
Okay.
Zavi AMP is glad they hopped on. I wonder who that is.
Fantastic. Yeah, no, I do think this will be a good one. We've got games for you to lead up to the Super Bowl, which is what people want. You know, what can you throw on TV while you wait for the game to start? And this Bologna match will be a fun one. They've got a really cool stadium and a great fan base too, so a lot of fun.
And unlike Stefan, I'm gonna have the nerve to parlay a couple of those goals and money line bets. So you'll see that from me for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Have fun with it. I mean, there's so much value this week. I think there's no bet too small. Go ahead and bet your mortgage on any one of these bets. They're all sure winners.
The mortgage. I rent. So
me too.
Me too. I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't have a mortgage these days.
Older millennials.
In this economy, bet the mortgage?
Yeah.
Hey, I believe you did recommend that I bet my unemployment severance check on the Jaguars last year, and I really regret not doing it. Yeah, I would have been you
would have doubled your severance runway. That's all I'm saying. Is people came to me for financial advice, they'd be doing a lot better.
That's true. Well, we still have a Super Bowl episode to record, so we should probably wrap this up.
We're gonna be live right after this, so people can hop on right after this. Yeah.
One thing, FIFA announced the World Cup 2026 dates, locations, like actual dates as well, so you can start kind of planning and figure. I don't know.
When we're going to Mexico, guys, right?
Yeah, so we're doing a Ready Bet Action house in Mexico City, and we're going to go to Mexico to watch some of the games. This isn't an open invite. I just wanted to let everybody know.
That will be there.
You can watch us enjoy it.
I kind of want to go to Monterrey. That stadium is stupid cool.
Oh my God. The aerial view of that was so gorgeous.
It's good stuff.
Stunning. But yeah, Mexico over Jersey, I think. I feel like that's an easy choice. No,
I'm not going to New Jersey. I can't believe they got the championship game in New Jersey. I've been to that stadium. There's nothing worth seeing over there.
And the Simpsons have already predicted this. if you guys want to figure out what they predicted, I'll post it on there and on Ready Bet Action's Instagram later.
Yes.
But they already
Surefire
predicted
winner.
this years ago. So just stay tuned.
I love it.
Yeah. All right. Well, anything else before we run through? Do you want to do a quick wrap up? That was a lot of
I don't
bets.
know if I can do it quick, but I'll do a wrap up.
Great.
I believe in you.
It'll take a minute here. All right, I'm just gonna give you the plays right here. We're gonna go RB Leipzig on the money line, starting off on Saturday morning. We're also gonna take Gladbach on the money line and over 1.5 goals. Then in the Premier League, we're going to take Luton Town on the money line versus Sheffield United. We are also in a separate bet going to take Luton over 1.5 goals. We want Tottenham on the money line versus Brighton. And then in the in the Wolves versus Brentford match, we want over 2.5 goals and both teams to score. Down in League Two, give us Wrexham on the money line versus Bradford. In that same game, a separate bet, let's take Wrexham over 1.5 goals versus Bradford at -115. In the Asian Cup, we want Qatar on the money line at +110. Next, we've got La Liga. We've got a parlay here. We're going to take Valencia on the double chance with Atletico Madrid on the double chance. Heading over into Sunday, we're going to take Ajax on the money line versus Hayden Bain. And in the Prem, we're going to take Arsenal on the money line and to score over 1.5 goals. And our final play for Sunday is Bologna on the money line versus Lecce.
Cool.
I almost got through that.
You did it.
You did it.
C+.
You had the elegance of a Brinks truck, but you got through it. You did it. So I say it with love. All right. And we are Ready Bet Action. You can find us on all the social media platforms, X, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and then anywhere that you stream, such as Apple or Spotify. And I am Jen Jones, signing off for this particular episode.
I'm Eric Doran. You can find me at Doran_Eric. If I could take the banner down, you could see my name up there.
Lovely.
Yep, I'm Stefan Leco, guys. Thank you so much. We will be back with you real soon with some Super Bowl picks.
Yeah. This is a great weekend. See you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.